The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
Hello, everyone. It's the week of September 24th, 2018. My name is Taylor Cooper, and this might be news to you. What up, everybody? It's week 5, season 4. Check us out on mbnnetwork.com. Get at us on Twitter. I'm on Instagram and all that shit. With me, as always, co-host Kev. What up, co-host Kev?
What's the difference between a chickpea and a potato?
What up, co-host Danny?
What's the difference between a chickpea and a potato?
I have no fucking idea.
You wouldn't pay a potato or to have a potato on you.
You're wasting really cool intro music on terrible jokes. Do you understand that?
Wait. Chickpea and a potato?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't pay a chick to pee on you. I gotcha.
No, you wouldn't pay to have a potato on you.
Yeah.
I hate your guts.
Hi, guys.
What up, guys?
Wasted very, very precious intro music time.
Well, intro music time. What's the difference between
Yo,
What's the big thing about Switzerland?
the big thing about Switzerland?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, but their flag's a huge plus.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Are you done?
How do you catch a bra?
I don't know.
A booby trap.
Oh, shit.
I hope that
Well, we're off to a great start.
Yeah, we're off to a great start. I'll tell you something. I hope kicking you off the show is on your good news, Danny.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
The worst/best part about Kev is that, like, he'll just randomly laugh at himself, like, just while we're not recording, just it's like out of nowhere. I love you /hate you. Danny, what do you got? Week 5.
All right, so having a little trouble getting a lot of good news stories with everything that's going on. We're being attacked by these spotted lanternflies, and Florence is still wreaking havoc down in the Carolinas. But I came across this story from Pearl in Texas. There was 2 guys inside a McDonald's eating, and they were looking around and they see all these posters hanging on the wall. There was posters of white people, black people, Mexican people, no Asians. And these guys were both Asian, so they decided they were going to go to their local thrift shop, and they bought McDonald's costumes, got name tags for each other, and then went and had this huge poster made up. And this poster is like a 4-foot by 3-foot poster. They then took that poster with their uniforms and hung it up in their local McDonald's. And it hung for 51 days.
Wow.
Before somebody realized what was going on. McDonald's was so impressed and realized the point that they were trying to get, they paid them each $25,000.
Wow.
They gave each kid $25,000. Said they were getting ready to remodel that McDonald's, so the poster had to come back down, but they signed them up for a professional photo shoot so they could hang their poster in all the local McDonald's.
That's insane.
$25,000 for a prank.
Yeah.
They thought that they were going to get in trouble.
Right.
Nope, they each got a check for $25,000.
That's crazy.
Could you imagine trying to pull a prank on a McDonald's and they ended up paying you $25,000 instead?
So I don't want this to come off as racist, but they got $25,000 for being Asian.
Yeah, because in the McDonald's there was all these posters and signs, and you know there was one with a black guy, a white guy, there was a Mexican, but they said there was no Asian, so they wanted to, you know, show the Asian population, you know, that it's okay to eat at McDonald's
Wow.
Or work there.
or work there.
They got paid.
51 days.
They
That
don't even
poster
have to
hung
work
up.
there.
$25,000.
They don't even have to work there. Crazy.
Crazy stuff.
That's cool.
And the Philadelphia Eagles are still the Super Bowl champions.
And,
Boom.
and lost last weekend.
Oh, stop it.
Hey, last year we lost the second game of the season too, and look what happened.
By the time people hear this episode, the third game will be over, and we won't know how it ends.
And Carson Wentz is back.
yes,
How you
Let's see
feel
what
about that?
I love it. I can't wait to see it.
I am hyped that they've re-signed Jordan Matthews.
I hope that works out.
Well, I mean, Jordan already knows the scheme. He's already got a great relationship with Carson Wentz. I think this is going to prove to be a huge signing for them.
What position does he play?
Wide receiver,
Okay.
what they need.
Dude, that's all you've been hearing. That's all you've been hearing all over the sports talk radio is they have nobody in the field.
No, because Alshon Jeffrey is still injured. Mike Wallace is now most likely out for the entire year, who we signed during the offseason. He was our deep threat. So,
You got Ertz.
well, Ertz is our tight end. So he can run good routes, but you need a decent wide receiver. So
Yeah.
hopefully Jordan Matthews in the slot can prove to be a good signing for us and a good safety blanket for Wentz.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Did you get my message that I left you, Buddha?
I don't know.
Talking about fucking hockey?
No.
You didn't even listen to it. So you talking about hockey and you can't fucking make it through 82 games.
No, I can't make it through.
You choose not to.
I just don't. Yeah.
And you were talking about I can only name 2 players. You fucking name the captain of the team and then a strong third liner,
Okay.
Wayne Simmons.
Right.
Dude, this Flyers team is so fucking stacked this year. They're top 6. You have Wayne Simmons on the third line.
Wait, Wayne's on the third line?
Third line, Wayne's on.
I was watching the preseason game the other night where JVR got his first goal for the preseason.
Yep.
Him and Wayne doing what they do best, blinding the goalie.
Yeah.
Dude, it's going to be sick.
Yeah. Dude, it's going to be phenomenal.
I like hockey, Kev. I just don't like it as much as football. That's all. That's all. That's all. And I don't like it as much as I like college football. That's all. I like it more than baseball.
Dude, I'm so hype. We got less than fucking what's today's date? The 20 something.
In our time space continuum, it is the 21st.
The first game of the season is 10-4.
We're going to a Phillies game next week, and we're going to Eagles-Vikings game.
How expensive are those tickets?
Which ones?
The Eagles tickets are
anything.
very expensive.
Anything to sit up high, right?
Yeah. Expensive. They're a lot.
Like a lot.
Like $100, $200, $300.
$400, $500.
So when you've been to a Flyers game before, you bought tickets to see the Flyers recently
Yes.
to sit up top.
Yes.
What did you pay? Like $80?
Well, the difference is
it goes football highest, and then hockey and baseball are kind of
What I'm getting at is this season the Flyers tickets are so freaking highly priced. It's ridiculous to sit at the front row of the 200 level. $140 a ticket.
Wow.
$140 a ticket.
Our Phillies tickets were like $30 a piece.
That's dope.
We're sitting behind home
Well,
plate. It's also the end of the season, and they're not making the playoffs most likely. So
we still got time.
well, we'll see.
You also got to realize there's only 16 football games
Yeah, true.
compared to 162 baseball games, 164, something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's 164.
Yeah, something like that.
So
Spread out the cost a little bit.
have to.
Yeah, you got to. So anyway, let's see. We got some interesting things to talk about this week. I saw that this guy Ninja.
My kid
Ninja.
loves them.
Yep.
The blue hair,
Yep.
constantly watching YouTube Fortnite videos all the time.
You know how much that guy makes?
A lot of money, I think. I don't know exactly.
I forget the exact amount.
It's like a couple $1 million a month, I think.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't think it's a month. I think he is up around like 350 grand a month.
Get the fuck out.
So a couple million a year. Just playing video games.
Stupid.
I don't know. I can't confirm. It doesn't say in this article how much he makes, but He's on the cover of ESPN, the magazine. He's the first professional gamer to be featured on the cover of this magazine, which the esports is a huge thing right now. It was that Rocket League is big.
Yeah.
Fighting games are huge.
Fucking Madden.
Madden is huge.
They just had the shooting at the Madden thing.
The 2K thing, the basketball. Yeah, okay. Danny just got it's. He makes about $500,000 a month.
$500,000 a month.
That's just playing Fortnite. Fortnite, which is a free game,
Yeah.
correct?
Free game.
That's all. That's what it is.
Ridiculous.
So,
But I read something. He was talking about.
which is also obviously a huge thing because that's cross-platform, correct?
Yeah.
No, it's not cross. No, it's not cross.
Well, you can play it on iPhones. You can play it on Samsung.
but cross-platform, like you could play PlayStation people can play Xbox people.
I believe.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
No, nope, you can't.
Not
I can't-
anymore.
Could never.
I thought you could.
No, because I can't go out there and friend request people on Xbox to play with them.
No, I don't think you can friend
No,
request them. I think
it's
you
not
just
like
end up
that.
in a pool
Yeah.
together. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's not like
I
that.
could be
with
wrong.
Fortnite.
I don't know.
Okay.
What were you about to say?
I forget.
Sorry. Ninja broke the Twitch streaming record. He basically almost broke the internet playing Fortnite with Drake, Travis Scott, and Juju Smith-Schuster. He plays for the Steelers.
Oh,
He's a wide receiver.
Yeah.
okay.
628,000 viewers while he was playing that
Wow.
on Twitch.
Wow.
So he was talking about this whole Twitch thing, and he was saying, yeah, he makes a lot of money, but he has to play every day.
Yeah.
If not, he loses. I think one time he said he didn't play for 24 hours, and he lost like 300,000 Twitch users or Twitch followers,
It's crazy.
and he lost a significant amount of money, but he says, it's like a job. I have to play every day because people are depending on that. And that's how he gets his money.
Dude, that's ridiculous that people are depending on watching you play video games. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I don't understand. I really don't. I mean, like, some of it is entertaining, and as I enjoy playing video games, and
To an extent.
right. I could, I don't play every day. I play every day that I can, I guess. But like, and I enjoy watching some game videos, but it's more along the lines of like when I start a new game, here's some hints or tricks
Right.
when you're starting or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Almost like guides. I enjoy that shit. But like, I can't just sit there and watch somebody play video games
For hours.
Yeah, but see, my kids, that's all they do. Like, they go on YouTube and they just watch videos, Minecraft and Fortnite and just guys playing.
Yeah, I know a lot of kids are really into this Fortnite shit.
I'm supposed to go out after we're done recording tonight and buy the ESPN magazine with Ninja on the front.
That's crazy.
That's what my boys want me to do.
He's the first person to reach 10 million followers on Twitch.
10 million followers.
10 million.
Can you
Crazy.
comprehend how many people 10 million is?
No.
I mean, what's the the
I don't
Eagles,
even know
the
what
Eagles,
Twitch is.
It's a game streaming service.
Okay.
But how many people does the Eagles Stadium hold? It holds like 65,000.
Maybe. I
Yeah.
don't think it's that much.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, that's nuts.
It's really nuts.
10 million people.
Like, that's worldwide. Just tune in to watch this guy talk about video games and play video games.
Seating capacity for Lincoln Financial Field is 69,176.
Mm-mm-mm.
Thank you, Google.
It's pretty insane stuff. So, next up, Bert and Ernie.
This is
This is wild, dude. When this news broke, this is wild.
So Bert and Ernie was trending this week because people were desperately trying to figure out if they were gay or not. I mean, it's been this, joke / whatever for years. And I guess it just got re-brought up this week and was trending again. And the creators of Sesame Street literally had to come out with a statement.
Well, this was an ex-writer for Sesame Street that broke the news.
Right.
Who doesn't work for them anymore.
Doesn't work for them anymore.
Saying that they're gay.
No. Saying that they're fucking puppets. They're puppets. I'm paraphrasing, but he did say, he's like, they're puppets. Like, puppets don't have sexual orientation. They didn't write them to be gay.
It's a hand and a piece of fabric.
It was two puppets designed to teach children, and entertain children.
How to be nice to each other.
Hold on, I heard differently. I heard that he did write them to be a gay couple.
No.
You got them all twisted now.
Yeah, but I mean...
No, he didn't say that. He said that they're not. They're puppets. Like, they're puppets. He came out and said there's no sexual orientation to any characters on Sesame Street. If you can find it, then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find it.
My phone's about to die, and I'm severely tired and unprepared for the show. So, but no, they're puppets. I get that, like, everything is offensive and bullshit in 2018, and everybody's all offended or looking for reasons to get offended. But God damn it, people, these are literally pieces of felt and fabric
with a hand in them,
with button eyes. They don't even have organs.
They don't have it. They don't have voices.
They're not real.
They don't have a dick.
Even if they were gay, they wouldn't sleep together. They're fucking puppets. They're fucking puppets. They don't have jobs. They don't have bills.
In an interview earlier this week, longtime Sesame Street writer Mark Saltzman said that he wrote Bert and Ernie's relationship, long a subject of fond, tongue-in-cheek speculation, to be that of a loving couple. According to Saltzman, during his 15-year tenure with the show, he modeled Bert and Ernie after his own romantic relationship with the late Arnold Glassman.
Well, then who the fuck came out with this thing later on this week?
Probably Sesame Street.
That's what I'm saying.
Covering their ass.
Sesame Street came out and was like, no. That must be why it was trending. I don't know. It's silly as shit to me.
Sesame came out and they tweeted that, as we've always said, Bert and Ernie are best friends. They were created to teach preschoolers that people can be good friends with those who are very different from themselves. Even though they are identified as male characters and possess many human traits and characteristics, they remain puppets and do not have sexual orientation.
Puppets. That's what I was talking about.
So that's what Sesame Street is saying. But the guy who wrote for them says that he modeled them after his own relationship, his own.
Okay, got you.
Yes.
So that must be why it was trending, and people were like debating it and talking about it. Listen, I don't care if they were written to be that way or intended to be that way. That's great, fine, whatever. But at the end of the day, people were like literally on Twitter like, they are gay. They're definitely gay. People are on Twitter mad that they might be gay. People are mad about it, losing their mind about it. You motherfuckers, they're puppets. Like that's my point.
They're on the show getting fisted every day.
Straight up. Straight up. Like they're fucking puppets. Stop getting so fucking mad. I'm mad about it.
You're mad because people are mad about it.
Oh, it's dumb. It's dumb.
And you're the type of people why that circle just continues. Because you're getting so frustrated about it.
I guess. I'm just a triggered person at this point, I guess. I don't know. It's hard not to be anymore. People are just so stupid.
Yeah.
Bert and Ernie gay. That's trending on fucking... Who the fuck cares?
How about the fucking Cookie Monster eating vegetables?
I don't like that either. against everything that I was taught as a child. So,
Speaking of stupid people,
yeah.
I want to talk about the local news that was happening in our area the other day. I'm sure everybody has heard about the shooting at the Bellingham nursing home that occurred. When was this? It was Wednesday or Thursday. Sorry, what was that, Jackie? Wednesday this occurred. So this guy, I'm trying to find his name real quick. Bruce Rogel. He recently got divorced from his wife. It was a very nasty divorce. And the divorce was finalized on Tuesday. That's when he found out that in the divorce he was losing his house to his ex-wife. Wednesday, he drove over to his ex-wife's house, saw her outside checking the oil in her car, and shot at her 6 times, missed. Drove to Bellingham Nursing Home, where his parents were living, both in their late 80s, ended up shooting and killing his parents, and then went on this big manhunt. So I want to give a quick shout out to all the local authorities, all the local police. Police always are getting a bad rap in the news. The guy ended up killing himself at 1:20 Thursday morning. I would say not even. Well, let's see. This started happening at 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock in the afternoon till 1 o'clock in the morning. That's all this event took place. But the job that our local law enforcement did to make sure that the public was safe during this time. Hats off to you guys for dealing with this situation, which was pretty shitty.
Dude, fucking reverse 911 calls went out. I didn't even know they fucking did that.
Reverse 911 calls for shelter in place. Text alerts went out. Just the way that they handled this situation, it was so great. And the public, they always kept the public in mind first, keeping them safe, and they did such a tremendous job tracking this guy down and eliminating the threat to the public.
Pretty crazy stuff.
It is.
What else? Anybody got anything else?
No.
Well, I announced on Relatable Radio that I was thinking about doing an interview show.
For the 5th podcast?
Yeah, it would be like an occasional thing.
Yeah.
We have a episode coming up. I'm going to put together. I don't know what I'm calling this thing. I need you guys' help coming up with a name for this show.
Our help or
Somebody's.
their help?
Whoever's. Give me some fucking suggestions because I'm struggling to come up with something. Usually I'm the one that's like, oh, I'll just call it this. I really just have no idea. I don't know.
Interview time.
It's literally better than everything I've come up with. I'm not even gonna lie.
High Times with Taylor Cooper.
It's literally better than everything I've come up with. Like I was gonna try and do some corny play off of hanging with Mr. Cooper and just try and incorporate that somehow. But no, everything I've come up with sucks. Sucks.
You just think of something and you're like, huh. Oh, that's no good.
That's exactly
no good.
That's what I've been doing all week. I've just been like, this fucking sucks.
So let's run a little contest. Okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna put this contest out there. If you come up with the name that Taylor picks for the interview podcast, we will mail you a $25 Wawa gift card.
Or something.
I'll do the $25 Wawa gift card.
Well, hopefully somebody will hit us up that doesn't have a Wawa around them. Maybe. So it might be like a Sheets. Fucking American goddamn Visa something or something. What is it? I don't know. Something. It's a good idea, but maybe not Wawa.
We'll send you a $25 Visa gift card.
That's
you can use it at Wawa, Sheets, Target, Walmart, wherever the fuck you want.
Wherever you want.
But if you successfully come up with the name that Taylor picks, now you must share the episode and write that you think the new podcast should be called this. And if Taylor picks it, we'll get in contact with you and we'll hook you up.
because I have very cool interview coming up. A very, very cool things I'm working on.
And we have the potential for a very huge interview we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, we're not really going to talk about the interviews right now because, well, I want to surprise people when they come out. And, I mean, you got to start somewhere, right? We've done Jake Palumbo, which was awesome. Joel Venom, which was great. And I'm also looking outside of hip hop. I'm looking outside of music. I'm looking outside of, entertainment. I'm looking all over the place for different people to talk to. Contact me, contact the show. I'll post our email address in the description of the show. You can email us if you want to talk to us, if you're a business owner, if you're a musician, if you're an artist, if you're a writer, or whoever.
Talk time with Taylor.
Something like that.
He didn't like it.
Give this man a $25 gift card. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Look who's talking.
Keep going. You're on to something, Kev. Keep going. I'm not giving you a fucking gift card. Don't care if you win. We put it out there and we got all these great suggestions and like I'm ready to pick somebody and Kev's just like, "Bah," and it's like the greatest thing ever and I'm just like, holy shit.
Kev heard $25 to Target. He's getting excited.
He's got more input on that than he has on any show in this season. That's not true. You shit yourself.
Dude.
And your wife came on and talked to us about more of it, and it was so funny. It was so funny.
I'm glad you had a good time.
I had
a
great time listening to your dumb ass. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to do What's the Point, which we have a few good things to talk about there, and late review. We'll get out of here with This Week in History. Right, Kev?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, we'll be right back.
Check out Relatable Radio on the Might Be News Network.
On iTunes and SoundCloud.
New episodes every Tuesday.
Oh!
This is a mom confession. All right, I forgot to pick Landon up from school.
Only one day?
One day.
Okay.
All right, but I was at the bus stop. I forgot to pick him up at school.
So you were making an effort. It's not like you were out partying.
Right.
Yeah.
This has ruined. And it's bringing up.
In 30 years, he's going to bring that up to you.
It was awful. Like, I was 30 minutes late, and the teacher's like, "Oh, I told him you were late because you were probably going back to school night for your kindergarten." I was like, yes. Yes, that's the night.
Oh.
That's exactly why I was late. I was watching Ellen. No.
Of course
No,
not.
I didn't make coffee and sit on the couch. No, not at all.
Welcome back to Might Be News. I'm Taylor Cooper. What up, Kev?
Yo.
What up, Danny?
What's up?
So, we were talking before break about the internet, or not the internet, the interview show. We'll toss around some ideas. If somebody hits us up, we'll do something. But otherwise, we'll just figure it out. But I am working on an interview with very cool individual. Her name's Vanya. She's from Germany, and she runs a very, 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 very dope hip-hop blog called I Still Love Her. And I'm going to talk a lot of hip-hop with her. And so be on the lookout for that soon. I'm very excited about it. Working on a couple other things like we mentioned to get excited about as well. But again, if you want to want to do an interview, want to talk, want to do some things, email us at mightbenews247@gmail.com. That's mightbenews247@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. Figure something out. Anyway, here we go with What's the Point? What's the point?
Is there a point to this? What is your point?
Are you just going to sit there and look stupid?
All right. Danny, what's your point?
I wanted to talk about Vontae Davis. If you don't know who Vontae Davis is, Vontae Davis started off Sunday as a cornerback for the Buffalo Bills football team. By halftime, he was no longer on the team because while playing, he suddenly realized that he was done with football and he just didn't have the heart anymore and realized that it was time for him to move on from the sport. So after, I think it was 10 or 14 years that he's played football, at halftime, he just said, guys, my time is done. My heart's not in it anymore. And he walked.
Yeah.
He walked out of the locker room on his team at halftime. You know how many times I've wanted to do that at work? Just said, fuck this shit and just fucking leave.
Oh, my God.
Like, daily.
Yeah.
Daily that happens to me at work.
He walked out on a lot of money.
Yeah.
He walked out on a lot of money, too.
A whole lot of money.
It's pretty interesting. And he's been catching a lot of flack this week, too, from like ex-NFL players, different athletes, different people in general, just for, like you said, walking out on his team. But I don't know the situation. I know the Bills are trash this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think he's been there long, right?
No, this was his first season with the Bills.
I think he was just like,
They just signed him in the offseason.
you know what? This sucks. These guys suck. I'm just done. I don't have any loyalties to these guys. You know what? It's only his second game of the season.
Yeah.
At that point, he's just like, I'm not. Maybe he wasn't gelling with the team.
I give this guy all the credit in the world for the simple fact that when you're out there playing professional football, you have to give 100% every time. And he said he was out there on the field and he said it just hit him all of a sudden. He said he didn't see himself going out this way, but he was out there and he was like, you know what? This just isn't for me anymore. It's time for me to call it quits.
Yeah.
And he knew it was time to hang the cleats up right then and there. Because, I mean, think about it. One wrong play and, you're losing a football game. Why do that to your own team?
Right.
If your heart's not in it, that's it. You're done.
Right. And you could get seriously hurt if you're not giving 100%.
Yeah.
If you're going up against somebody who is and you're not, you can get seriously injured. So he probably made the right decision.
At halftime, he called it quits and walked out.
Fuck him.
That's how I feel about it. Fuck him. Fuck you, dude. You can't even give a fucking whole fucking game. That's your job.
Yeah, but
What would happen if you said "fuck this" at lunchtime? You just walked out.
Well, the same thing. You would quit your job.
That's it.
That's what he did.
He's done.
He quit his job.
Finish out the day.
I mean, you've probably already. It's a little different than probably giving. He can't give the Buffalo Bills a 2-week notice like we would give our employer.
I would finish out the fucking game.
I don't know, Kev.
It's completely different from our perspective in a work environment and his perspective being out on the field. If he knew his time was up and his heart just wasn't in it anymore and he knew that he was not supposed to be out there, I mean, kudos to him for actually, listening to his heart.
I disagree with that fully.
You can.
Yeah, dude. But I just.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
like looking at you.
frustrating.
You're so frustrated.
That's frustrating to hear.
So what would you have done? Would you have been like, guys, I'm not, it's not for me
I would have
anymore.
manned the fuck up and finished the game, and then not talk to him after the game.
So yeah, he didn't say anything to anybody. Like the team,
He just pieced out.
Yeah,
That's
no,
even worse.
No, Kev, the whole team came back out onto the field, and like people are looking for him. Like, where's this dude at?
That's even worse.
And they came up to him. They're like, he left. He's done. And they were like, what do you mean?
That's even worse. Talk about letting people down.
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess.
There's people out there with his fucking jersey on.
Like I said, we don't know the situation in depth. Like maybe he just wasn't gelling with the team. He wasn't
He's
there
a
long.
fucking role model.
Yeah.
He's a fucking role model. How does that look for kids to be like, I just don't feel like doing this anymore. I'm done. See ya. How does that look for kids? There's people wearing his jersey with his last name on their back.
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah.
I just don't. You're triggered by this. You're visibly triggered by this. Look at him. He's all like, he's all aggressive.
Dude, the way I don't even know how to put this because I don't want to sound I don't want it to come off that way because it doesn't come down to it. But when you're making that much money to play a fucking game, literally, that's what they're getting paid to do. I mean, they do put a lot of work in. Don't get me wrong there. They put a lot of work in. They train all the time, constantly. They fucking practice defense and they study plays and dude, they put a ton of work in.
And the time that they're away from their family.
The time that they're away, dude, I'm not taking that away from him at all. That's a lot of work that they're putting in, the travel, and it's a lot. It's a lot on the body. It's a lot emotionally. It's
But what are you
lot.
getting at with it?
They're fucking playing a game.
Okay.
Finish the fucking game. Dude, how long is half of a football game?
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Well, 30 minutes on the clock, but
Right.
in reality, I mean, it's a good hour.
An hour. Stick it the fuck out for an hour.
But like Taylor was saying, you go out there, you're not playing 100%. Your heart's not in it. Your mind's not in it. You can risk serious injury
To yourself or somebody else.
I mean, look at the linebacker from the Steelers that got almost paralyzed just because he wrapped up a guy. He hit the guy the wrong way, and they were saying that he might not be able to walk again. Now he is starting to walk again, but if your mind isn't in it, that you should not be anywhere near that field.
So I agree with you, Kev, and on the point to the point where like certainly football is known as the greatest team sport of all, right? There's so many moving parts in football, right? Everybody has to do their job. And I'm with you on like the whole, obviously the team and brotherhood thing of man up and do it for your guys. My point is, and I think Danny is saying too, is that like, if there isn't that bond, if it's not a team that you've played with for a long time, if you're not even cool with these guys, and I'm done. Imagine being so mad at your job that you quit, like without a 2-week notice. Like that might be where he was at.
Have you ever done that with a job?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes. And it wasn't pretty because I wasn't a millionaire.
Yeah.
Didn't have another job. So I'm sure he'll be just fine. I mean, he'll probably write a book about it. What's your point, Kev?
All right, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I had you look at something before the show.
Okay.
What I have you look at?
Scratch on
The
your head
stupid fucking scratch on my forehead.
that you can barely see because of your bangs.
I don't have fucking bangs, you asshole.
Anyway.
Stupid fucking scratch on my forehead. And it's
Yeah.
because of you guys.
Whoa.
I've never.
Enough with this you guys shit.
I've
It's
never-
because of you guys.
Did we scratch your head?
I've never touched your forehead ever in my life.
Did we do anything to make you scratch your head?
Yes.
What?
Gave me a hard time that I figured, let me give it a shot. And then scratched my forehead.
What are you talking about?
So Amy got me a bottle of Dove men's liquid soap.
You used a loofah?
Hold
And
on.
the little fucking plastic part in the middle of the loofah scratched my fucking forehead.
Out of here with that bullshit, man. Yo,
You know
no
why?
fucking loofah doing that to you.
Dude, it happened this morning in the shower.
It's because that Dove
Maybe
had
you should cut your
skin
goddamn fingernails.
baby bottom soft.
It wasn't my fingernails. Look at my fucking fingernails.
It wasn't
was
the fucking loofah.
The fuck it wasn't the loofah. I was going across my forehead with it, and I said, "Oh fuck!" And then I'm looking in the center of the loofah, and there's this little plastic piece in there, and I'm like, "You motherfuckers!"
You're supposed to use a loofah, not a fucking Brillo pad, you dumbass.
Unbelievable, Kev. Unbelievable.
So besides you trying to fucking gash your head open with a loofah, imagine that. Reason of death, loofah.
Yeah.
How was the loofah in the shower?
Dude, that soap has me smelling good.
A lot better than a bar soap, isn't it?
I walk out of the shower. I've walked out of the shower a couple times. It's like I just take my arm and I'm like, Amy, smell me.
You don't get that with a bar soap.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
It's crazy.
Definitely smells good though. You want to smell?
That's
No.
the soap that I use.
Come on, man.
I use
Don't.
the Dove. I use the gentle exfoliating Dove with the little beads in it.
Okay.
That's what I use.
You don't have any scratches on your forehead.
No, because I know how to use a fucking loofah.
Yeah, for real. So my point is a little bit of entertainment news, I guess. So they announced that the Venom movie that we've talked about, Tom Hardy.
Yeah, it looks stupid.
Shut
It
up.
looks what?
Yeah, nothing for me.
It was.
Can you pull a Vontae Davis?
Peace out, guys.
They were. People were thinking that it was going to be rated R. They were talking about it being rated R, and they announced that it's going to be rated PG-13, and people are pretty mad about it. I'm not very mad about it because that just means to me that they're working on some sort of plan down the line to incorporate Spider-Man into the mix. Because Spider-Man's obviously all PG-13, whatever. As I've mentioned in the past couple episodes, the video game's doing good. They're already talking about a second one. The second one will probably have Venom in it, blah, blah, blah. So I assume that that's when they'll try to do some sort of crossover thing. I don't know.
I mean, how much different do you think this movie could have been if it was rated R?
Much. Probably just gore.
You
I
think,
guess
you
couple
think, you think
F-bombs.
gore would change it from
F-bombs.
PG-13 to F?
Yes.
Or-
That'd
or-
prob-
no,
that'd
PG
probably be the only thing that would change it, I guess. I mean, they've been dropping one or two F-bombs here and there in like PG-13 movies now, right? Like,
You're seeing TNA on
Occasionally.
TV now, though.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's all changing from like when we were obviously younger, but like I would say like the blood and guts would be where they, I don't know, maybe draw the line. I don't know.
I mean, for Christ's sake, Sandlot is a PG movie. They curse in it, and they do dip in it, or chaw, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm not very upset about it. Like Deadpool's awesome. That's rated R. Tons of language, tons of blood and guts.
Deadpool is like, that's off the beaten path, though.
Yeah, but they were kind of hyping this movie up to be like mega dark.
Okay.
And which it's still going to be by
It
the looks
looks
of it.
dope as shit.
I can't wait for it. So, because Venom's always been one of my favorite like comic book anything.
And
He's not a good guy. He's
Tom
a bad
Hardy's a phenomenal actor.
guy. I agree. It looks good. So we talked about that. Also, Marvel just released the trailer for Captain Marvel. Check that out.
I didn't even know there
with-
was a Captain Marvel.
with Brie Larson.
I'm not huge into like all of the Marvel shit. Like, is Black Panther part of Marvel?
Yep.
Yeah. See, I didn't see Black Panther. I didn't see any of that stuff.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I
and that stuff.
didn't see any of the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I will see Venom because Venom looks dope as shit.
Kev, you've never seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Nope. Own it.
Dude, you guys would really like those movies.
Is that the one with the fucking little tree dude?
Yep.
Okay.
He's
Groot
little in the second one.
or whatever.
Yeah, he's little in the second
Yeah.
one. He's big in the first one.
Hmm.
And he's a teenager in the new Avengers movie. It's why, I'm telling Guardians of the Galaxy, especially those, you guys would dig them.
Groot's part of Marvel?
Yeah. Groot's in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardian of the Galaxy is part of Marvel?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they're part of like the Avengers and all that stuff. Like
I
they're
didn't know that at all.
in the newest Avengers movie, the
Yeah.
Infinity War.
Yeah.
All of those movies, Black Panther, Captain America, Iron Man, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, all of
Is there
those
going to
movies
be one
come
big
together.
movie with all of them?
That's what just happened in Infinity War.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shows you how much I know.
And the second one's coming out next year. And that the Captain Marvel is what connects all of it. Captain Marvel takes place in the 90s. You'll be able to tell that like right away when you start watching the trailer because she crash lands into a blockbuster. Like it's just immediately, okay, it's in the 90s or whatever. You know what I mean? At least that time period. And I don't know. It's going to connect somehow to the Infinity War and kind of prelude to what's going to happen next because if you do watch any of those movies and end up watching all of them, Infinity War was a crazy, crazy movie. We just watched it again recently.
Is it on
It's really
Netflix?
good. No, not yet, because it's not out yet, I don't think. Maybe it is. I don't fucking know. I just watch movies. I don't even know what's out. Fuck it. But anyway, so late review. What do you got, Kev?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
I've been listening to a lot of 21 Pilots this week, and I think I already reviewed it, or somebody already reviewed it. But yeah, I mean, 21 Pilots, Heathens, Heavy Dirty Soul, Stressed Out, Car Radio. I love it. I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Wow. Great job, Kev. Danny, what do you got?
So I started watching a new show on.
Yo, fuck you, buddy. You're an asshole. I'm sorry, Dan.
I started watching a new show on USA, I believe. Allison turned me on to it. It's The Purge, the series.
Okay.
This show is fucking awesome.
How many episodes are they in?
So there's only been 2 so far,
Okay.
I believe. But it is wild. From the first 2 episodes that I've seen so far, The Purge has started, and it's this guy trying to find his sister who has given herself up to the purge. So she's actually like going out and is being purged upon because she is tired of her life and she's ready to go on to the next world. So the one scene, there's a whole bus full of kids, and they basically drive him out to this field where there's a whole bunch of people standing around just ready to purge these kids. And
That sounds fucked up.
he is on a mission to get his sister back.
That's pretty crazy.
Wild. I've only seen 2 episodes so far, and dude, I'm giving it a solid 8.5, 9.
Wow.
It is good.
Check it out.
USA.
Check
it out.
My late review this week, I wanted to mix it up a little bit, branch out. I didn't do some rap shit. I went with 30 Seconds to Mars.
That's a great choice.
Let me tell you something. I wanted to mix it up because, I feel like I've been doing a lot of things that I already knew I was going to like, right?
Yeah.
So I've been given like a lot of high scores, and I haven't really been challenging myself to think outside my musical box, I guess. So I was driving around with CJ. CJ's been on a bunch of shows. Everybody knows CJ, maybe not, whatever. I'm with CJ, and he was listening to the newest 30 Seconds to Mars album. Came out sometime this year. It's called America. And it's not bad. Like, I like it, I guess. You know what I mean?
A little bit, it sounds like.
I don't know. Listen. So it's this like new thing. Alternative isn't new. It's been around for a long time. But I remember when alternative was like still rock. You know what I'm saying? Now to me, this alternative shit is like straight up pop songs sung by rock stars. That's what it feels like to me. Like when 30 Seconds to Mars first came out, it was a band. It's still considered a band, but I don't even hear like real instruments on this fucking on this album. Like, it's all like beats. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Which is fine, but like it's just not the vibe that I'm like I would want to go with. You know what I mean? And I know that people experiment with it. Like Muse experimented with like an album like this. Excuse me. Coldplay has done albums like this, Linkin Park. So it's like, it's nothing new, right? Like, I don't know. By the end of the album, I was just tired of it. And like, there's some good tracks on here. Walk on Water, you can hear basically on, I think I heard it on a bunch of ESPN promos, I think for college football, I believe. It might have been that or the NBA, but it's on ESPN. Dangerous Night is probably my favorite song on there. One Track Mind featuring ASAP Rocky was pretty decent. Love is Madness is good, featuring Halsey. Hail to the Victor is a good song, I guess. Like, I don't know. It's good, but I just, again, also 30 Seconds to Mars is like a weird band that I've never understood.
Yeah.
Jared Leto is like a hot dude. But like
He's hot.
Oh, I get why people would like the band because of Jared Leto. He's a gorgeous dude.
It's cute.
But like, I just never understood what their lyrics were about. You read the description for the album on iTunes, and it's like, it's this deep journey into what they think America is. And I'm listening to this album, I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, like ever, really. So I don't know. I give it a 6.
Okay.
That's what I got. Kev, this week in history.
This week in history, September 26th, 1960, Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy took part in the first televised presidential debate. September 27th, 1998, Mark McGwire hits his record-setting 69th and 70th home run in the last game of the regular season.
Yeah, that was like one of the most exciting times to watch baseball.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
The
Like,
home
that
run
was
race?
one of the coolest things. Like, we've talked about before, like different tragedies that we'll always remember and things like that. But that was one of the coolest things that I'll ever remember.
I will never forget digging through, because that was the hype, was Mark McGwire then, and digging through my baseball cards, trying to find and see if I had a Mark McGwire card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I don't have it anymore, but I remember buying the Sports Illustrated when he like broke the record and did all that. I remember that, like, having that cover. I had a couple. I had that, and I'll never forget watching Jordan in the finals too. Like, that shit, just him hitting that game-winning shot at the very end of his last game was just outrageous.
See, I wasn't into basketball. So
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh man, watching the NBA finals as a kid was like my shit. That was like my favorite sport when I was a kid.
Wow.
Before I got into football. Anyway, go ahead, Kev.
And September 28th, 1991, jazz great Miles Davis dies.
Wow. That's it.
That's it.
Great job this week, guys. It's been busy. I've just been dying at work. But I appreciate you guys coming over, doing this. Appreciate everybody listening. Listen to Relatable Radio, Might Be Sports, Novak Franz Show. We're working on this interview show. It's going to be great. MBNnetwork.com. Listen, stream everywhere. SoundCloud, iTunes. Get ass on Twitter. Email me.
Something.
Slide into the DMs.
Do something.
And if you have a name for the interview podcast, let us know.
Yeah. Holler at your boy. Kev. Peace.
Peace.
Say peace out, Danny.
Later.
All right, guys. Great job tonight. I'll see you guys next week.